Hi, this is Amy Hoffer from Open Oregon Educational Resources. This video is about developing system trainings with the Open Textbook Network. Many thanks to Sarah Cohen and Dave Ernst from the Open Textbook Network for inviting me to make this presentation. But first, a note. Oregon's 17 community colleges aren't in a system. Open Oregon works with each college in the state on an individual basis to support textbook affordability. Open Oregon joined the Open Textbook Network in 2015, representing all 17 community colleges. I could see that the faculty workshop and textbook review model addresses some of the barriers to adoption highlighted, most recently, by the new Babson report. The Open Textbook Library is a friendly size for faculty to search, the peer review process answers questions about quality, and the $200 textbook review stipend for faculty is a real motivator for participation. From a program standpoint, I appreciate the help with tracking and assessment, and speaking personally, the network has provided a great group of colleagues from all over the United States. I attended the OTN's first Summer Institute in Minneapolis last year, where I was trained on presenting the Open Textbook Workshop, followed by offering faculty a $200 stipend for reviewing a textbook in the Open Textbook Library. In fall of 2015, I led 6 Open Textbook workshops at 4 colleges that were attended by 100 faculty. The workshops resulted in 66 textbook reviews published in the Open Textbook Library, 19 textbook adoptions to date, and an estimated $110,600 in student savings during winter and spring terms of 2016. For this round of workshops, faculty stipends were paid by both Open Oregon Educational Resources and OER at Lane. One of the biggest takeaways from this data is that the cost of joining the Open Textbook Network and paying faculty review stipends provides an excellent return in student savings compared to other kinds of things we can pay for, comparable to the student savings impact we're seeing from projects that adopt existing OER as is in the pilot year of the current grant program. Of course, as the grant program moves past its pilot year and the grantees continue to teach with OER and convince their colleagues to switch as well, the student savings per dollar spent will increase. Likewise, the impact of the program money spent on the Open Textbook workshops will increase, the more terms that those instructors teach with the open textbooks they adopted. I also know that some of the faculty that hadn't adopted textbooks in winter or spring after the fall workshops might more accurately be classified as not yet because they're planning to adopt this coming year. One benefit of joining the Open Textbook Network is Sarah and Dave will come and do a training visit. We had to figure out the best way to leverage their visit to Oregon because with me already presenting the workshop and a high existing level of awareness of affordability issues at the community colleges, it wasn't a good use of their time to have them just give another Open Textbook workshop. Instead, last March, Sarah and Dave did a Train the Trainer workshop at Portland Community College that was attended by reps from 15 of the 17 colleges. We had a 16th signed up, but he had the flu. The goal for the day was to have attendees return to their campuses prepared to offer the Open Textbook Workshop themselves, with Open Oregon paying the faculty stipends for textbook reviews. The Train the Trainer workshop was a resounding success from this perspective. This spring we offered 13 workshops at 7 colleges, and 11 of those were led by attendees of the Train the Trainer session, either with or without me present as backup. The workshops resulted in 74 textbook reviews published in the Open Textbook Library, and adoption data will be available next spring. Now I'm contacting the colleges that haven't hosted an Open Textbook Workshop yet to do scheduling for the fall so that we spread the OER goodness equally throughout the state. Train the Trainer attendees can give the workshop themselves, have me come to campus and be their backup if they need help, or can be my backup while I give the presentation, whichever degree of support they're most comfortable with. This workshop model is an effective use of program dollars and helps me to track resulting adoptions so that I have persuasive data to justify the cost. Faculty like that they're participating in something bigger that results in a published review, not to mention appreciating the stipend. Most important, writing an in-depth review does seem to help faculty make the decision to adopt OER for their courses, resulting in student savings. More information about the Open Textbook Workshops and grant program are available on the Open Oregon website, and I'm happy to be contacted via Twitter or email. Thanks for listening.